nice to run when it's actually cool outdoors.
Yeah. I know.
Like, what is it? It's like a cool breeze? Now I'm in front, I get to slow down.
You do get to control the pace. But guess who's behind you?
I started in January because I wanted to run the side roads instead of being on the main roads with the winter, with the ice, and risk for cars slipping. And as soon as I did a few, I thought I might as well just keep going. And so from January, I finished right before the Berlin Marathon in September, but I was sitting on like probably 96% of the way done through June. So like in the first 6 months of the year, it's about 500 or so roads and a lot of dead ends. These guys were running with me and just be like, we're going down here, turn around, come back.
You almost killed us like 5 times.
Yeah, getting like lost a little bit, going across some major roads, whatever, all in the name of heat mapping. In the same vein of like 50 states, 50 marathons, kind of what you're doing, it's like a completionist goal where, it's not really a time or a time goal associated with running. It's just like, I want to see everything. I want to be everywhere.
So we talked about injury. What's the worst injury anyone's ever gotten? Most traumatic?
I've been really traumatic.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in 6th grade, I did a flip on a trampoline and bit my tongue with braces on. I ripped a hole in the front of my tongue, and the flap that was formed, because it didn't completely rip a hole in it, I could breathe with my mouth open, and the flap would go.
Oh my God!
I had to get surgery, and that was the first time in this school. It was for surgery in 6th grade, tongue surgery.
One time I was running a few days before my birthday while I was at Central. And we're running through Newington. There's just a bunch of trails in the path, and I fell. And I tried to catch myself, and I fell on a tree root. And right here, the whole web of my hand was gone.
Oh, gone?
Gone. Yep.
Oh, it like punctured it? Like
No, it sliced it, and it was dangling.
Oh.
I pulled it off, and you just see blood squirting. And I'm like 50 minutes into a 70-minute run. I run back to the van, and coach is like, "Look, the run's not over. What's going on?" He's like, "We gotta go." But I finished my 7 minutes before I went to him. But that was pretty like, wow. I went to the trainer's office, like, "We're closed. What do you want?" Oh my God! We gotta. But they couldn't stitch my hand because I would have been like this the whole time for 4 weeks. So it just healed, and you can see like the skin cells just like stitching itself back up. It was weird, but really cool, I guess. Everyone's driven by a goal. Without a goal, some kind of goal, you're not gonna have any motivation. And 70 minutes was just happened to be a pretty good goal. I was taking time off a lot post-collegiately. For my first half marathon was like 74 minutes up in Biddeford, Maine. And then all of a sudden I was like 72, 71. I said, wow, I think I could do this. I think I could run 70 minutes. And, within a year, I only took off 10 seconds, but it's impressive how much like effort you have to put into take up so little time. I mean, I see 69:50. I literally just put my head down, I'm like, well, see, I'm gonna run 70, 70:01, or 69:59. I was so hell-bent. I actually went to asked one of the race officials what the official time was, just to see, because it was 69:59 before they rounded the time up, and he said your time was 69:59.66. I guess I did break it by the skin of my teeth. Now I'm looking to just destroy it because more training.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. It's like, it's crazy how runners are never satisfied.
Nope.
Now, at times you like set a PR or have a really good race and you're pumped about it, and 2 days you're like, all right, now I need to break that.
Yeah.
It's just like, that mindset is just what keeps you going. I've had lots of memorable races. I think probably one of my most memorable was my senior year. I managed to win our conference 10K, and it was a pretty it's been my goal for like a year. It's like ever since the 10K year before, I kind of had that race highlighted, and it was kind of just a perfect storm. And the crazy thing is, I could still remember like every detail of that race in my head. Like, I still remember knowing there's a pack of 3 of us I still remember with like 600 to go, seeing the form drop ever slightly for one of the runners, and just having no doubt in my mind, like, yeah, I got him. Like, not even a question in my mind. I was so in tune with like the shape I was at the time, I just knew.
My recent motivation has been becoming more of inspiration to my community, because I represent a very underrepresented portion of the people that run, and people see me, they're like, oh, well, damn, if he could do that, then I think I can do it too. We live in a society where, you know, there's this systemic oppression, and there's not many people that get to enjoy the gift of running. I mean, I come from a neighborhood from New York City and Bridgeport where I don't see anyone that runs, and you know, it's so different when I'm growing up in school, especially high school. I go to a really wealthy district for high school, and you go and see like, wow, everyone's got these nice shops and these great running stores and everything. I come back to my community, I'm like, wow, we just got Burger King and that's pretty much it. We don't got anything else like that's special. If everyone got to know each other, especially through running, that's how I'm able to have such a diverse friend group, is by running. If everyone knows each other, gets to know each other, then I don't think we would have these problems. I think everyone would just be more accepting of who everyone is, and just not going, oh, you're the only this or you're the only that. It's like, well, you're just part of the human race. You're just the person to do it, not the first whatsoever to do it. And, you know, it's definitely frustrating because people say that's just the way it is, but it doesn't always have to be. I think people just gotta challenge the system and be more vocal. And if you're not gonna be vocal, then you're just okay with how everything is, and we can't get anywhere.